Sí. Probando, sí.
Bueno, atención acá, por favor, boxeadores. Boxeadores y un miembro de la esquina. Vamos a ir acomodándonos acá afuera para entonces de acá ir entrando y hacer el pesaje. Estamos próximos a comenzar. Boxeadores y un miembro de la esquina. Vamos a salir aquí afuera al balcón, por favor. Primera llamada. Próximos a comenzar. Boxeadores y un miembro de la esquina, por favor, al lado de acá, afuera. Vamos a salir acá a la terraza para entonces dar inicio a la ceremonia de pesaje. Boxeadores y un miembro de la esquina, pasar acá al lado derecho en la terraza. Estamos próximos a comenzar la ceremonia de pesaje. Segunda llamada.
La mejor salsa del mundo. Salsa.
Comisión de boxeo de Puerto Rico, favor de pasar por acá por la tarima. Pero la tarima, el área de acá al frente. José Miguel, licenciado José Miguel Pérez, favor de pasar por acá. Le damos el recordatorio que las puertas del Coliseo de Puerto Rico abren a las 5 de la tarde, mañana sábado a las 5 de la tarde. Boxeadores tienen que estar ya a las 3:30. 3:30 boxeadores en el Coliseo de Puerto Rico. Puertas abren a las 5 al público. La primera pelea, tomen nota, lleguen temprano. Primera pelea sube. Hora militar a las 6 en punto de la tarde. Sube la primera pelea, así que no lleguen tarde porque se van a perder. Buena acción. 6 de la tarde sube la primera pelea y vamos corridito, pelea tras pelea, una a una, corrido. Así que por favor, vuelvo y repito, portones abren a las 5 de la tarde y la primera pelea sube al cuadrilátero a las 6 en punto. Así que pasen el mensaje, tomen nota, 6 en punto, comienza la cartelera en el Coliseo de Puerto Rico, el arte del boxeo.
I just don't have weights for producer. 180 volts. So let's start.
Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for El Arte del Boxeo, a great night of boxing tomorrow to be held at Coliseo de Puerto Rico José Miguel Agrelot in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It is presented by, presentado por Compañía de Turismo de Puerto Rico and Puerto Rico Tourism Company, along with Junto con Universal Promotions and Molusco TV. It will be shown live worldwide on Triller TV and Nikon pay-per-view. At this time, we would like to acknowledge and thank our great sponsors: Casino Real, Emerald Tax Accounting, Tu Planta, Gym Urgency Ambulance, Tire to Go, Prime Janitorial, Precision Health, Tela Once, Fiorella, Nispero, and Lifeline. A big thanks to those great sponsors. Tickets can be purchased at the venue beginning at 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and also through Tiquetera. Let's now get the weigh-in process started. Our first top two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round lightweight contest. Esta pelea 4 asaltos en peso ligero. First to the scale with a record of no wins and 2 defeats. Su record 0 victorias con 2 derrotas. Ladies and gentlemen, from De Vega Alta, Puerto Rico, let's welcome Alex Adorno. 132 pounds, 132 libras for Alex Adorno. Now to the scale, making his pro debut, haciendo su debut profesional de Caguas, Puerto Rico, Justin Gabu Gomez. 130 pounds, 130 libras. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round lightweight contest. Esta pelea 4 asaltos en peso ligero. Our next two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round welterweight contest. Esta pelea 4 asaltos en peso welter. First to the scale, making his pro debut, haciendo su debut profesional de Toa Baja, Puerto Rico, Alejandro León Negro Bonilla. 140 pounds, 140 libras. Now to the scale, undefeated with 2 victories, está invicto con 2 victorias. De Santa Isabel, Puerto Rico, Matthew Sugar Kid Soto. $142 pounds, 142 libras. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round welterweight contest. Esta pelea 4 asaltos en peso welter. Our next 2 fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round lightweight contest. Esta pelea 4 asaltos en peso ligero. First to the scale, undefeated with 1 victory. That 1 victory coming by way of knockout. Está invicto con una victoria por la vía del knockout. De Carolina, Puerto Rico, Andrés el Flaco Caraballo. $133 pounds, 133 libras. Now to the scale, undefeated with 5 wins. 3 of those 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Está invicto con 5 victorias, con 3 victorias por la vía del knockout. De San Lorenzo, Puerto Rico, William Yeyo Colón. $133 pounds, 133 libras for William Yeyo Colón. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round lightweight contest. Esta pelea 4 asaltos en peso ligero. Our next 2 fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round lightweight contest. Esta pelea 6 asaltos en peso ligero. First to the scale with a record of 22 wins, 18 defeats, 4 draws, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. 22 victorias, 18 derrotas, 4 empates con 16 victorias por la vía del knockout. Let's welcome, de Santiago de Tulo, Colombia, Calista, La Tormenta Silgado. $133 pounds, 133 libras. Now to the scale, undefeated with 5 victories. está invicto con 5 victorias. De Monte Hatillo, San Juan, Puerto Rico, Kiria Tapia. 135 pounds, 135 libras. Once again, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round lightweight contest. Esta pelea, 6 asaltos en peso ligero. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round welterweight contest. Esta pelea 6 asaltos en peso welter. First to the scale with a record of 8 wins, 4 defeats, 3 wins by knockout. Su record, 8 victorias, 4 derrotas con 3 victorias por la vía del knockout. From San Diego, California, USA, let's welcome Pretty Boy Joshua Rivera. $139 pounds, 139 libras. Now to the scale, undefeated with 7 wins. 4 of those 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Está invicto con 7 victorias, con 4 victorias por la vía del knockout. De Bayamón, Puerto Rico, William Wilito Ortiz. He's in a hurry, ladies and gentlemen. 143 pounds, 143 libras. Our next two fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round super bantamweight contest. Esta pelea 8 asaltos en peso super gallo. First to the scale, his record 8 wins, 2 defeats, 2 draws, 7 of those 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Su record 8 victorias, 2 derrotas, 2 empates, con 7 victorias por la vía del knockout. De Guaynabo, Puerto Rico, Waldemar Pelusa Pagan. $118 pounds, 118 libras. Now to the scale, undefeated with 11 wins, 1 draw, 8 of those 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Está invicto con 11 victorias, un empate con 8 victorias por la vía del knockout. De Bayamón, Puerto Rico, Juancito Zayas. 119 pounds, 119 libras. For Juancito Zayas. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round super bantamweight contest. Esta pelea 8 asaltos en peso super gallo. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round lightweight contest. Esta pelea 8 asaltos en peso ligero. First to the scale with a record of 5 wins, 1 defeat, 2 draws, 3 of those 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Su record, 5 victorias, 1 derrota, 2 empates, con 3 victorias por la vía del knockout. De Los Mochis, Sinaloa, México, Eric Espinosa. $134, 134 libras for Eric Espinosa. Now to the scale, undefeated with 11 wins, 1 draw, 7 wins by knockout. Está invicto con 11 victorias, 1 empate, con 7 victorias por la vía del knockout. De Caguas, Puerto Rico, Jacob Baki Gomez. 132 pounds, 132 libras for Jacob Baki Gomez. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round lightweight contest. Esta pelea, 8 asaltos en peso ligero. Our next 2 fighters to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round featherweight contest. Esta pelea, 8 asaltos en peso pluma. It will be for the WBO Youth World Championship. Let's first welcome to the scale the challenger with a record of 11 wins, 3 defeats, 1 draw, 6 of his 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Su record 11 victorias, 3 derrotas, 1 empate, con 7 victorias por la vía del knockout. De Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, Alex Molina. $125, 125 libras. Now to the scale, the undefeated defending champion with 11 wins, 6 of those 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Está invicto con 11 victorias, con 6 victorias por la vía del knockout. De Salinas, Puerto Rico, here is the defending champion, Jean-Paul Rivera. 126.6, 126 libras for Jean-Paul Rivera, the defending champion. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round featherweight contest. Esta pelea, 8 asaltos en peso pluma for the WBO Youth World Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event tomorrow night, it is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It is an exhibition contest in the light heavyweight division. Let's first welcome to the scale. He is the self-proclaimed best painter of all time, the creator of Evolution Art, from Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. Here is the world-famous Arte Carde. ...177 libras, 177 pounds, for Arte Carde. Now to the scale of this main event. He is the very popular influencer, the controversial, the most hated, de San Juan, Puerto Rico, known as the entertainment man, Gallo, the producer. ...179 libras, 179 pounds, for the world famous, known as the entertainment man, Gallo, the producer. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this our main event tomorrow night. 3 3-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division, an exhibition contest.
Now we go to, I'll mention the restaurant. Okay, yeah. Are we done with the weigh-ins? Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us, and we ask that you please join us for lunch, brought to you by Universal Promotions, Azafran, and by MoluscoTV. We thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you.